Hello everyone, this is Sumit Bose and I am from the Bodhi Academy. Today we are going to discuss on the chapter the Union Executive. Now, what is the Union Executive? Okay, it's a very important chapter and today let's discuss in details. Okay, today we are going to discuss on this chapter on the three main points. The first point is what is the Union Executive? The second point is what are the functions of Union Executive, and the third point is conclusion. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start. Okay, let's read on the first one. What is the Union Executive? Let's go through this. The Union Executive consists of the President, the Vice President, and the Council of Ministers, and the head to aid and advise the President. Okay, so Union Executive, in short, we can call this a Council of Ministers, which is headed by the President and the Vice President. Okay, Council of the elected ministers. Okay, and which is headed by the President and the Vice President. Now, the Prime Minister is assisted by the Vice President. Okay, let's give in short. Okay, let's find in details. Union Executive. Okay, suppose these are the ministers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are headed by the President and the Vice President. Okay, and both the President and the Vice President is suggested by the Prime Minister. Okay, so this is the entire decorum on how the Union Executive works. Okay, so let's, without any further delay, let's check on the second point. Functions. Now, what is the function of the Union Executive? It is the let's check. It is the executive arm of the government of India. Okay. Now, the government of India, what does it does? It rules a country. It runs a country both administratively. It makes laws, passes laws, makes sure. Now, the question is, who makes sure these all laws are being obeyed properly, or these all types of laws are being respected properly, and the whole system of a country is running smoothly. The Union Executive does that. Okay, so it is the executive arm of the government of India. It is the arm of government of India. This is how the government of India works. Through the help of these ministers, Council of Ministers, the government of India works. Okay, it is responsible for carrying out laws and policies of the government. So whatever laws, whatever policies, whatever the laws and policies the government issues, the Union Executives makes it pretty sure that it is being obeyed or it is being followed properly. It is headed by the President of India, who is assisted by the Prime Minister. So it is again headed by the President of India, and the President of India is assisted by the Prime Minister. It follows on administrative laws follows by the legislature. Okay, I am giving you another structure so that you can find out in detail. Suppose this is government of India, and now the government in India, what does it does? It issues laws. Now we will take an example that the government of India issues one law, which is keep the environment clean. Okay, Now this is the law. What is the law? Keep the environment clean. Okay. Now it is now prescribed to the president, and the president prescribes it to the council of ministers. Now these council of ministers makes sure that every government rules and laws are being followed properly. Okay, so the government makes or issues laws. It is the government then assess these laws to the president. The president then give these laws, new laws, upcoming laws to the council of ministers. Now these council of ministers make sure that every government rules and laws are being followed properly, and the system is running smoothly. Okay, so this is how the president makes the prime ministers makes laws. The prime minister tells it to the president, assists it to the president. The president tells the union council of ministers about these upcoming laws, and they make sure the government rules and laws are being followed properly and the system is running smoothly. So this is the main work, this is the main function of the union executive. Okay, so that is why we considered here that the union executive is known as the arm of the government of India. Okay, it is basically the backbone. The union executive is basically the backbone for the government of India. Okay, okay, now we will check on the final part, that is the conclusion. Okay, if the prime minister is the executive head of the nation, then the council of ministers are the backbone on which the executive functions and the country stands. Now the prime minister is the head. Okay, now he is issuing laws, but if there are no union executive, then who will make sure that these laws are being obeyed properly and the administration and the entire system is running smoothly, right? So this is why, if the prime minister is the executive head of the nation, then the council of ministers are the backbone on which the executive functions and the country stands. So if there is no executive, okay, if there are no council of ministers and there is no union executive, the system which will shatter automatically, because the prime minister will issue laws, the prime minister will assist the president on how to run a country smoothly by issuing laws or systems. New laws of legislature might be issued. Okay, so who will obey them, or who will make sure that the entire system is following them and the entire system is running on a very smooth surface? So it is the job of the, it is this kind of job, it is this kind of job role of the union executive. So it is why we can say, if the prime minister is the executive head of the nation, then the council of ministers are the backbone on which the executive functions and the country stands. Okay, so I hope you all understood it, and for more information and details, please contact the Bodhi Academy.